Serious situation. Shout out to XXXtentacion. Rest in peace, Jase, our brother. And the situation between him and Drake. Drake's team had to legally have some representation in court for the trial of X's death because of the rumored connections between Drake and X prior to his death. We reported it. We saw it in November. We had a clip that we just posted recently in the November podcast. We covered it. Literally, I think all of us, 4 of us, the X and Drake situation, why people would believe this conspiracy. Now it's upgraded and updated to legal matters, which was bound to happen. If someone says, like, yo, if I die, this person was the one that killed me, cops are more than likely going to look into it. And now this has been the case with Drake, and now he decided to not show up today. He could have, but instead he sent someone to avoid getting a warrant. Because if he didn't do this, there was going to be a warrant out for Drake's arrest. And you could be the richest man in the world. If we got a warrant out for your arrest,
they're
going to get you somehow. So Drake sent his lawyer, and this is what his lawyer said. I haven't even heard it myself. So let's listen to it for the first time together. Let's see.
Drake makes R&B. Do you think he would kill a man?
He made Hotline Bling.
Come on, man.
That says anything about who JJ is, that Mr. JJ lives in the home. So the affidavit itself is also defective. The actual order itself, Judge, doesn't give any reference to what the penalties would be if Mr. Graham failed to show for that deposition. I don't even think we need to get there. There's nothing in the affidavit attached to that motion that says anything about. I don't believe that an order to show cause is appropriate given the lack of foundation in the petition. There's not only missing pages, but the things that are attached to it, the affidavits that were filed, were insufficient to warrant an order to show cause. So I don't think we need to get to the point where I would argue that even the service itself didn't go down the way that it was stated that it went down. I don't think we need to get into an evidentiary issue at this point, because I don't think the affidavits rise to the level of an order to show cause. And then if an affidavit if a subpoena for deposition is going to be reissued, then upon that reissuance and that possible service, I think that the affidavits attached, that we would have an argument as to the harassing nature of it, because at this point, I think you have a cooperating witness that corroborates that Mr. Graham has nothing to do with this case. Mr. Graham is not listed in any report. Mr. Graham, I don't believe has been discussed whatsoever in this case, to my knowledge, other than rumor and innuendo. And I believe that if I was hired earlier, I would have probably filed a motion to quash that deposition itself, because like I said, there needs to be some good faith showing. At least, his phone was in the area. He was in the state of Florida at the time. There's some sort of communication. There's something. And there's absolutely no evidence whatsoever other than rumor and innuendo. There's nothing in the affidavit that we would have an argument as to.
Wow. Very, 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 very interesting. So, and he gave a lot of key things here. So Drake, this is the fact, first of all, the fact that Drake had to hire an attorney to go represent him at a trial where XXXtentacion, another rapper, passed away, and Drake is allegedly being tied into his death, is insane. But the lawyer's there, and he said, jokingly, a bit even laughing at it, he was like, if I was hired a bit earlier, I would have even stopped the idea of you guys bringing his name up in this case. But I was hired now, and now I'm here to file a motion to dismiss his necessity of even appearing. He doesn't have to be here because they're trying to make him show up. They want him there in person. But he's like, he doesn't have to even be here because, he said there's no, it's all hearsay, basically. And he's saying, like, there wasn't no more evidence, like his phone wasn't in the area, he wasn't in the state, there's no tie for him to literally be there. Because, and I'm going back to allegedly, let's say if Drake were to do this, this is it would have to be some top level stuff that it would be on some mob tie level. We see in movies Godfather level where it's like someone else would handle the situation for someone else, but one would imagine someone would cover up their own tracks. Not saying that he did it, but I'm saying that
he got enough money to
do something.
yeah, like this is not. It would be, but then people, I do believe in the concept of like what's done in the dark comes to light.
Yeah.
So let's say Drake did it, whatever, and nothing happens here now. We'll find out. Who knows? Maybe 10 years from now, we'll find out whenever. I do want Jase XXXtentacion to get justice, though. That's my thing. It's very unfortunate how it's become more about the conspiracy theories and the bigger names being alleged in the case, rather than the men that actually committed the murders just being charged and put away, locked up forever because they killed them on camera. There's multiple angles. We saw what happened. But I'm assuming obviously it's just their lawyers are trying to protect them as well, do their job. So they're trying to be like, hey, we might have did this, but this is why we did this, because we got paid by this person, etc. So maybe they're trying to lessen their time in court or whatever. I don't know. I doubt that this gets any further. Drake's too rich. He's a billionaire without even saying it. We know he's a billionaire. He doesn't have to be on the billionaire list or whatever. If you know, you know. Drake's a billionaire. Trust me.
And if he did send to do it, then he paid someone to pay someone to pay someone to pay someone to tell them to kill him. So there's at least 5 people that need to get bagged before Drake actually gets bagged.
For a funnel?
Yeah, like it needs to be somebody, he got somebody on the dark web in Russia to send the money in California, to send the money to Florida, to send the money to...
10 condoms.
Yeah. Way hot sauce.
I mean, remember after they were like saying like, yo, like there's no ties, there's this naive slum god being like, you guys can cut that shit out and shit like that.
In the comments.
Yeah. And now after that, they were saying that one of the people who are actually there in trial and shit like that actually had some type of connection to like the God's plan
in the music video.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is kind of still crazy. You know
Yeah, because that was obviously prior, but that was, you know, because God's Plan was filmed out there, right? It was filmed in Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
So that would be the connection, you know, because these people were from Florida that killed X, because he was from Florida, and it happened in Florida. But it could be coincidental just because of the fact, okay, it's in Florida, Drake filmed it out there.
Damn, imagine.
But it's like so weird.
In the video, like one of the guys he's giving money to, he's like on the side, like, yo, I got you whenever you need me, bro.
But these,
imagine.
you gotta think about it, man. These guys aren't gonna snitch. Even if it was like at the end of the day, even if they snitch on the person who sent them to do it, and that person snitches on the person who sent them to do it, it's not gonna go far enough to reach Drake. They're probably gonna end up dead in jail for snitching.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I'm saying? If they get close to saying something that Drake is even like, oh shit, he shouldn't have known that, he's probably gonna send somebody to kill them too. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case.
What I want is for them 4 motherfuckers to rot in jail. I want them motherfuckers to rot in jail. 100%.
Then again, like, is it like
even the motherfuckers who drove?
they're the ones that killed them, right? And you want them to go to jail, but is it really justice if there's still somebody behind that? You know what I mean?
I think it's everybody involved in the plan.
I mean, if you're looking for justice, the only justice that you could get is bodying all 4 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the justice. Because what other justice are you gonna get out of it?
If they're the main people.
If they're the main people, yeah.
At the end of the day, they're the ones who killed them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They pulled the trigger, they shot them, 2 of them, right? And then the other 2 were accomplices. But like, y'all did it. At the end of the day, y'all committed the action. You know what I'm saying? So like the only justice that we can get legally is them going to jail and rot in jail. But the real street justice would be to body them as well.
But this turns federal, no? Now? It turns into something federal if there's more people involved behind just the people doing it.
If it crosses state lines or something.
Yeah. Because it's basically a RICO charge. It could be a RICO charge, no?
I mean,
Well, it depends if it's RICO would be like if it's multiple crimes, multiple situations.
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it count? Wouldn't getting someone already that first person, that's a crime, right? Getting that first person to get the second person, that's a crime. And all the way down to where these guys get offered this money to do this.
Yeah.
Everybody's involved, so that's a RICO case right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because If Drake hired someone, he didn't hire no little town guy to go randomly put some money in a bank. He must have hired a Russian or some shit to like, you know what I mean? To find somebody else to transfer the money into that money and then
Either way,
Some Bitcoin shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
There's people out there that don't give a fuck about their life, and they'll sit for those years for him. For
Yeah,
some
that's
money.
true.
Yo,
That's very
take care of
true.
my family, 50 mil. I'll sit those 20 years for you, 25 years.
The
Fuck
dark web, bro.
That's
dark
crazy.
web. You can find all of that shit.
for cheap.
That's
bro.
very true.
Dark web.
That is true.
Cryptocurrency.
It's just kind of weird, man. The whole lyrics thing, like I was watching the video when you uploaded it the other day. It's weird, man.
Too many fucking coincidences.
Yeah, like the Louis bags in exchange for body bag. It's weird,
Come
bro.
on, bro.
Doing the math on the
But that's
money.
my
And
thing.
not only that.
That
right?
boy, my
It's
nemesis,
It's
like,
you know what? You know what? I'm writing this song and shit like that. You know, I just remember Tentacion died because they tried to take his Louis bag. Let me use that as a bar.
Yeah, like
That's whack.
That's the problem.
You know what I'm saying?
It's iffy,
That
man.
teardrop shit too. Like he's
teardrop
talking
is
shit about
crazy.
his mom, so he got the teardrop.
Yeah.
With
And
the
then show
initials
his
of the mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Too many coincidences, bro. It's crazy.
I still want a version.
It's not one. It's not one. It's multiple
People
coincidences.
were
Yeah.
commenting on the video, man. People they like it. It's about to hit 10K views. They were commenting. They were like, "That's it. You guys solved the case. Drake, you're going to jail." I was like, "No, wait a minute. This is not what I wanted to happen." But it's like,
man.
for those who haven't watched it, we released a video where we broke down, and it still wasn't everything because there was stuff we forgot, like the sickle mode. Like there's a sickle mode part of sickle mode
I'm
video.
upset too. That song.
Yeah, we're in the music video
Oh,
with
that's
Drake,
the one.
like I guess there was an asteroid that hit like a X or something, and people were like, "Oh, it's X." And then in I'm upset. There's a bar where triple X hit below the neck. That's the only time I hit below the neck. Something triple X. So it's like, but if you guys haven't watched it yet, we did a video where it's literally like, okay, this is why people think that Drake killed XXXtentacion. Conspiracy. That's the video allegedly.
Yeah.
But in my heart of hearts, I genuinely really hope and feel like he didn't do it.
Yeah,
But
I'm the same boy.
I think that is very corny of him to gaslight and then tease with these bars and this symbolism jokes throughout his art because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. You're trying
He's
to get
very
respect.
calculated.
Yeah,
I
you-
respect him. He's very calculated. Every time a song leaks, I be saying it. His team did it.
He did that.
It's calculated. This man moves calculated.
Yeah.
This guy is like a calculator. Just walking around. He's like the expensive calculators we would get from high school. You got to pay $80 for this calculator.
He's a TI instrument.
Even
instruments
even you know the Nelk boys, like even the Nelk boys have talked about, I believe, going to his house, and even the parties he throws is calculated who he puts in each section and who they're talking to, and everything is all an
NDAs.
equation. Yeah, it's nuts.
So, you know, I don't think he'll be an idiot enough to do this, but I guess he is an idiot enough to leave little potential subliminals in his bars that could make his
that's
fans
so
still think
whack,
that he did
bro.
that.
But it's even more whack if he didn't do it, and you're trying to gain respect from this.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Drake did it. You know what I'm saying? I besides the coincidence shit like that, let's just put that to the side. I don't think Drake did it because he just doesn't give that energy. But it is fucking whack that he uses shit like that to like kind of still like rub it in. You know what I'm saying?
Especially recently with the
it's
Her
like,
Loss album.
And it's like right, and it's like, bro, this is shit that you see from like these hood kids from the fucking street and shit like that with their ops and shit like that. You're not that person.
Yeah.
You know what
You're
I'm
not a
saying?
Chicago drill artist.
Yeah, you're not
from
that
the Bronx.
person. You know, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's very distasteful in my opinion. But
It's
at the end
weird.
of the day, it's fucking Drake. So like, who's really gonna say anything about it? If Slump God himself came and said, "Okay, you guys can drop this shit now."
Yeah, that was
You know
my
what I'm
thing.
saying?
I was like, wow, some guy said that, but then people were on commenting saying like, oh, like Drake became friends with some guy like on purpose type shit to like be vindictive or like again strategic, but
Yeah.
that's too deep of a rabbit hole. I doubt that, and you know, only Slump Guy would know that, and you know, they haven't been seen together. They did it, like I said, there was a picture of them together that they posted. I think Slum God posted it, and he was like, "More will be revealed soon," or something. The truth will come out, and that was like a couple years ago, like after X died. But then he deleted it, so people are like left confused. What does that mean, right? And then we saw there was like a photo of Drake eventually, I think in the Bahamas or somewhere, wearing a shirt that had X on it, but it had a bunch of other dead rappers. So it was like, okay, all right, what's going on? But that photo went viral. But I guess he bought the shirt version. So I was like, okay, maybe he's just showing love to rappers, maybe not X specifically. And then now we have Slump God saying that, you know, in the comments, like, oh, shout out to the truth teller, the guy, basically the snitch. But he's like, oh, shout out to the snitch, the truth teller, that guy taking the stand. You guys can end the allegations. The judge, you know, Drake had nothing to do with this.
That guy pointed fingers at everyone. Yo.
That guy pointed fingers at everyone.
Yeah.
He did. I didn't even see it. He was just,
Can you point at who you talking about? And he's like,
That man right there,
the chub corner.
with the navy suit.
Yeah, but
Damn.
There's two of them. Which one? The one on the left, on the right? I forgot which side he said.
On the right, he got a little scar right here.
Crazy, bro.
That's nuts, man.
You know,
Right in jail.
yeah. And then even prior to that, behind the scenes, when I did see Slum God a couple months ago at the Massachusetts concert, when he came up to me, he was jokingly like talking about my braids, and he was like, "You got the Drakes," like joking like that, talking about like making fun of it, but then comparing it to Drake or
He was like,
something.
no, he got me.
And then I was like, immediately in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I guess you're still cool with Drake, but I didn't want to bring it up there.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm thinking, okay, he's probably cool with Drake because he wouldn't be joking about a guy that he has like a vendetta with, like, fuck him. But yeah, let's make fun talking about him. So I'm like, okay. And then he confirmed it with that comment. I'm like, all right, they're probably still cool behind the scenes. So I don't know. In my opinion, it would be doper if Drake spoke out. Obviously, it's a legal case now, so he might not say shit now ever.
Yeah.
And then we saw these subliminals. Watch them shit stop. We ain't gonna get no more subliminals
Yeah.
because you're playing with the fucking fire.
You know what he's gonna do?
Oh.
He's gonna write a song and he's gonna have a bar about I had to send my attorney in because these niggas think I'm like blah blah blah. He's gonna do that.
That's
You
what
know?
Charlamagne said. No, someone said it in Breakfast Club.
Charlamagne?
Someone said it this morning, I think, or someone said it.
I feel like he's gonna do that.
Some
Like
other clever shit where he's like, I should take a 20, split it 10, then you know, some clever shit like that. Because people are like, what the fuck is this fucking line?
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's Charlamagne. Someone was saying like the idea like Drake is gonna rap a bar where he's just like flexing, like
Niggas trying to put me.
yeah,
boys-
he's trying to convict me for murder, something I didn't do, or something like just brag about that. Like now he's hard.
Niggas
Or like say some shit like, oh, they trying to get me for murder. Had to send a Jewish lawyer, some shit like that. Like he would do something like that. Or like pay $2 million to the lawyer just to show up and say, but I wasn't going, but something like that. Like anything like that.
But then he should add, if he's gonna do that, add right after. But rest in peace, the man. I actually looked up to him.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
shit, bro.
Yeah.
Some shit acknowledging like.
Rest in peace, the man. I took his flow.
Yeah, like yo, I actually did take
I
his
took
flow.
his soul.
Something. Man.
Jesus Christ. Yo, rest in peace, bro. Where's up?
No.
We're not, no disrespect out here, but Drake is like that, man. Drake is crazy.
Yeah, nah.
Man, I'm excited. I hope to like this year to speak with people on his team, you know, the friends directly about this.
Yo,
you know,
Slum, hit
X,
us up, bro.
some guy, Trippy,
what's
someone.
Good, Slum? We gotta talk with y'all, man. Real
Because
talk.
that shit, man, I feel like that's what they lack as well. They lack proper representation, so the fans are gonna speculate no matter what.
Bro, you know
if
what
you
it
guys
is?
dead it, no pun intended, but if you guys dead the allegations, do an actual statement from the beginning, then people would not think about this shit. But
Yeah.
now it went so far, the conspiracies were still riling up because we saw that Her Loss album come out, then conspiracies were going, and then this past month. Headlines everywhere. Drake, a bunch of celebrities. Drake, Migos, Joe Budden potentially going to being called into the court. Blah blah blah. And then officially Drake has to now because it went further. And then today Drake's lawyer. So it's like, hold up, we didn't think this is getting to this level.
And then he out of nowhere drops the interview with the kid and shit like that to try to
Throw
like.
people off.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
Thanks for watching a clip from our podcast. If you want to watch the full podcast, click right here. If you want to check out one of our reactions, the latest ones, click right here as well. Appreciate you. Subscribe, smash that like button, leave a comment, and show us how much you hate us.